Hello YouTubers, RUFF-SACK here, and bringing you another Battlefield 3 video. What else would I be bringing you? Anyway, I decided to try my hand at some team deathmatch, and I'm not well known for being the best sort of team deathmatch type of player, but I thought I'd give it a go on here. I've played pretty much most of all the other modes, and I thought I'd give this a blast. Oh, I forgot the name. What's the name of that map? Davenham Peak or something? Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway. So I jumped in and I did a couple of little changes. Absolutely loving the Scar H at the moment. Got the silencer on it and using, I think it's the hollow sight. So just playing with some of the voice settings and stuff. I was getting a bit of chatter coming through. I actually thought if I block it out that it wouldn't come through on the video. But after going back through a lot of my video, I realised that none of it came through anyway. So yeah, still got to work out how to do that. I've got Wake Rider helping me with a few things so I can do some dual comms with some mates of mine. So anyway, how good is Battlefield 3? Loving all the maps so far, loving all the modes so far, loving the vehicles, loving the weapons, loving the way you progress through everything, and the graphics and the sound are just, excuse my French, but they're just fucking stunning. This game is just so well made, like off the bat. You always expect when new games come out to have their little problems, and some have more than others. I've got to say that I've really, excuse me, I haven't really come across many issues. There's been a few slight bugs here and there. I had one where I died, and you know, sometimes when you're on low health, your screen goes sort of like a black and white colour. Well, I had that, I got revived, and it stayed that real dark black and white colour, and I was running around the map trying to kill people and I couldn't see anything. So until I died, it didn't right itself. So little things like that, but very minor, and not something that happens all the time too. These are things that happen now and again at most. You're going to see me fail aim quite a bit. I don't use a very high sensitivity, as I've mentioned before in my other videos, and you know, I'm not the most adept player, but I play for the win. I'm a little bit more conscious of cover and stuff like that. I'll get pistol, yeah, I love the pistol with the silencer, that's so cool. I'll be fail aiming hard with the an SMG or whatever, and I'll play out my pistol and I have no problems killing people. Maybe I should do a pistols only game. That would be quite interesting. But yeah, so team deathmatch is a lot tougher for me. I really prefer Rush is my favourite mode by far. Conquest is a lot of fun. I've only had a couple of games of Conquest, but I just love. Oh yeah, get drop shot. I really love the pace of Rush. Bigger maps are not always better. Like the way that I look at it, I don't always enjoy the maps. Don't have to, like, the maps are huge already, but I don't need that massive map where you've got to travel for hundreds of kilometers to do stuff. I still enjoy it, but Rush sort of falls into the category where everything just works for me, and I'm loving it. Absolutely loving Rush. Excuse me. The other thing I wanted to have a word to you guys about is there's still a lot of people that think they're playing Call of Duty, or maybe they're BF3 players and that's just the way they play, but basically just playing for KDR and nothing else. I've had people on my team. I had a game against Wake Rider, and I was actually going to post it up and post up the footage, but I might as well just talk about it here and use this footage instead. But we had a game on Metro. I've watched Wake Rider play Metro many times on the videos, and got a pretty good feeling of the sort of routes and the methods that he uses. And this is fail here. Look at this. Ah, dead. RUFF-SACK, you're a noob. Back on topic. Yeah, and I was expecting a certain style of gameplay from him, and I got it. And it was very hard for us to get out of our spawn. It was our own fault. Most of the guys were sitting back, and Wake Rider, if you're watching this, you'll probably remember the game. We were pinned in our spawn very hard. at the start of the game, I got up and helped one guy to, he put the plant down on the first MCOM. I got in there, defended it, died in the process, but took out, this is how you deal with someone sitting up, just fucking trying to go for KDR. You sit up there on the rock, mate, and I'll just fucking punch you with a fucking rocket. Or two. Goodbye. And players like that piss me off. Anyway. Especially in a team deathmatch. I mean, come on. The idea is to run around and kill people, isn't it? Not to sit up on a hilltop. It's not like you're covering an MCOM or a base. You're just fucking trying to pick off people as they run around. So yeah, so we were getting punished. And I thought, look, the only way I can combat this, being that I don't know anyone I'm playing on my team, is I need to flank. But picking the right time to flank. Basically, I wanted the other team to think that it wasn't going to happen. We weren't going to change what we were doing. Basically, the whole team was sitting there getting punished. These guys were pushing up the middle. They had most of the left-hand side covered. Down by the water was pretty open. There wasn't too much happening down there. And I'm pretty sure I waited till we didn't have many lives left. I can't remember what the actual count was, but I'm pretty sure it was pretty low. And then I decided I'd make the push. Jumped in the water, swam up more than half the map actually, got out. There was a guy sitting up there, and I don't know what he was doing. He was looking over the objective, but he wasn't looking to plant it. If he had planted it earlier or made an attempt, the opposing team, Wake Riders team, would have turned to go back to defuse it. We actually could have got out of our spawn a little bit, but he didn't. So I ran in there, I got the plant down, ended up dying in the process. But those guys that were up there did actually cover. I think get a pistol kick with. Yeah. Get him. Come on. Where is he? Ran past me. Where is he? Pistol! That must have been a little bit of lag, because he was a little bit behind me then. This was just after one of the server maintenance things that happened. But yeah, so the flank worked, and look at that aiming. Look, it took me like forever to catch up with him. But yeah, I just wish players would flank a lot more. Whenever I've got anyone in my squad on my team, I talk a lot. I know that can be annoying for some people, but I like to play the objective, and I like to take, you know, a route, whichever you say. Try and use the. Sometimes it's longer. Sometimes it can be more dangerous, but it's a little bit less expected by the enemy, and you can actually progress quite far up the map and get into some good positions. You know, you'll get up to the side of a building, far up the left or far up the right. You know what? There's no entry point into the building. Whip out some sort of explosive or RPG, put a hole in the side of the wall and get straight in there. You know, if you've got teammates backing you up, you can do that sort of thing. That's what I love about this game. It's just, there's just so many different possibilities. Like, okay, you can play the same map, you can play the same mode, and I'm talking about either Conquest or Rush here, I'm not talking about Team Deathmatch. And you can approach the map a different way every single time with a different method, a different class. It just makes the gameplay just so expansive, like so many different ways you can do things. I like to try and be a little bit stealthy and like use tactics and cover and all that sort of thing. I don't use vehicles a hell of a lot, although in one of the Rush maps, I can't remember which one it was, there's this giant truck thing. I can't even remember what it's called. It's like AA something. I've got some more campers up here. And I think this other guy's dead already. I'm not sure, but I'll take a few shots at him. But it's this massive thing. It reminds me from, if any of you guys remember the original Star Wars, it was like in the desert when R2-D2 and C-3PO were picked up by those little, what are they, Jawas? They've got little guys that say, Martini! I know they don't say Martini, but it's a funny little joke. Oh, got the final kill. So that was a good little game. So let me just finish quickly. Yeah, it's a giant vehicle, and it basically becomes a spawn point for your team. So you can use that, and it takes a hell of a lot of damage. So anyway, I finished, I think that's 14 and 6. Sorry, it's a bit hard to see on my screen. So I was pretty happy with that little effort. Team Deathmatch is fun, but it's not something that I'm going to play a hell of a lot because it's really just not my cup of tea. I want to get in there and play objectives. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you for watching this commentary. I apologise that it wasn't a live one, but I wasn't expecting to do as well as I did on a team deathmatch because I expected to go negative. I was really happy to go positive. because unless there's objectives for me to play, I usually don't get as many points. So anyway, guys, feel free to add me on BattleLog and add me on PSN if you haven't. I'm just RUFF-SACK. There's no dash on my BattleLog name, and RUFF-SACK obviously RUFF-SACK. Catch you guys on the other side.